Hello there, and welcome to Rupeethon. My name is Steve. If you've joined us before, welcome back. If this is your first time joining us, then welcome aboard. I've been sailing through some stormy waters recently, so I figured I'd take some time to just kick back, relax, and play one of my favorite video games, which is Kirby's Dream Land. I'm going to start our little Kirby adventure. So if you've never seen us before, we're Rupeethon. We're a charity gaming organization which focuses on raising money for Child's Play charity. If you want to know more about their causes and how to support them, you can find a link below. But for now, just a little jolly Kirby jaunt. Alrighty, off to a good start. So this is not a very long game. It's only about a half hour at most, about 5 stages, and not very difficult. I think that's why I really liked it as a kid, because I'm not very good at video games, and I've never been very good at video games, but this game made me feel like I was accomplishing something. Because I could beat it in a half hour, or I guess as a child, maybe it took me about an hour. Not very smart as a kid. Still kind of getting there. Alrighty. We're already halfway through the first level, so this is good. This is good pace. It gets longer as you go, which is good, and some fun levels along the way. This is kind of a standard starting platformer level. Lots of cute little enemies, and unlike later Kirby games, I think it was in Kirby's Adventure, which I want to say it's the next one. I'm not very good at Kirby lore, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it was the next one that they introduced the ability to copy powers from your enemies, but for now, Kirby, all he can do is just inhale them and use them as a weapon. Can't actually steal their abilities or attack with any special powers. You get some little power-up items, but nothing too crazy. Just little one-offs here and there. If you guys haven't noticed yet, I'm actually all by my lonesome on the couch today. Normally we have a whole merry band of idiots kind of roaming around a game, but today I'm all by myself, which is just fine and dandy. I love them all, but sometimes it's good to just hang out, you and me, and just chill and play some video games. Although I am joined by my little dog Stella. If you've seen our Crystal Chronicles Let's Play, you may have seen Stella pop in and out. She's a cute little dog, but boy is she needy. Hey puppy. She's just kind of snoring on my lap right now. She was a little confused by me dragging out my computer to record today. She's like, why are we doing this? Why aren't you just petting me right now? Oh. God, I love how Kirby gets just so freaking puffbally. Oh my god, look how cute he is. Just his big freaking cheeks. Oh, and I'm already getting hurt. This is okay. And I just screwed myself. Great. So, like I said, not a very difficult game, except when you're me. There we go. First boss down. Yay! Aw, Wispy, you're so cute. Even when you're apparently evil. He shows up a lot in future games. Pretty much almost every game, I want to say, he's the first boss. Lololo, not so much. I don't recall Lololo showing up in many other games. Maybe I'm just confused. I do remember them from the TV show from, like, I don't know, the early thousands. They were his friends. Something like that. They were actually good guys, but in here they're enemies, so it's okay. Alright, so this is a cool room. I wanted to show this off really quick. First, let me distract this guy and still get hit. Okay. Cool. Absolutely cool. So, you'll notice I'm just kind of going in a circle, and the room repeats itself. However, the enemies disappear. So what I find kind of cool, well, they disappear once you defeat them. What I find kind of cool is they designed this level, or this portion of the level, like it's you're on the outside of a tower, the outside of the castle tower, and you're just going around the walls. Apparently it's a really narrow tower, but yeah. So you have a door up top, and you have a door down here. If you go to the top door, which is apparently closer to your starting point, it's actually a shortcut, but here you get a little secret that I like. Not necessarily a secret, but oop, whew, almost got hit there. Not necessarily a secret, but something really useful, like this. So if you survive the crazy menagerie of enemies and don't cry, you get invincibility. And the reason I like it is, so if you're taking that shortcut, you just end up right here. But now you can take out these enemies that you normally can't take out. The mummy guys, typically I don't believe you can inhale them. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember being able to. And I'm already halfway through the level. Awesome. Alright. So this is the first the mini boss of the level, which ends up being the boss as well. It's kind of a common theme in this game. Oop. One more hit. And one thing I do like about this design is, well, you kind of get a taste of what you have to do with the enemy, or with the boss in this level. Oop, little secret here. There we go. But at the same time, it still makes for a nice, interesting challenge when you get to the actual boss stage. I say challenge because, well, it was hard for me as a kid. Probably not hard now. For anybody, really. And now I have a fireball. Woo! Come on. Come on. What? Oh. It's okay. I'm just absolutely terrible. Just gonna show that off right now. Can't hit anything. And I already lost my fireball. Great. So I think we're almost at the end here. Just a few more rooms, maybe. And nope, one more. One more room. Here we go. We're at the top of the castle. Yep. So like before, we saw that our enemies were kind of pushing boxes, and however, this time around, they don't stop when you inhale the box. They just kind of bulldoze you right over, which is great. There we go. There we go. One down. I think they're supposed to be like brother or sister, or brother and sister, or husband and wife. I don't know. I don't judge. They just like to push boxes around. One more. Come on. That was relatively painless. Awesome. And we're going to do that again later. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I feel like as a kid, I didn't think to duck around the platforms like that, so I just kind of got upset whenever I couldn't get past that stage. But once I finally figured it out, I felt so good about myself. And it's just the little things that make me feel like, man, I did something today. This is awesome. Alright, so this is probably... Ooh, I didn't know I could... Huh. You know, I've never actually tried to inhale that guy. For some reason, I had it in my head that you couldn't inhale him. But now I have him, so I'm just going to take him with me. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh god, look how adorable he is. Oh, when he walks with an enemy. Oh, this is so cute. Anyway, moving on. With bomb. Fun times. Yeah, for some reason, there's a lot of things I'm still discovering about this game. Ooh, Jesus. A lot of little things I'm still discovering. Trying to get better at it overall, but in the end, I'm just kind of taking my time, having fun. It's really not difficult. Just oh man, I already feel so much better. This is great. Now that microphone shows up in a lot of later games. I know it shows up in Kirby's Air Ride, which is... Man, I've never gotten so much mileage as I have out of that one. My younger sister and I played that probably every day for a good 3 years when I was in middle school. It was such a fun game. Ooh, Jesus. Bit of a jump scare, and another guy. I wonder. Huh. Well then. I didn't know that. Got some health. Maybe you can't inhale them when they're closed like that? Well then. And these guys, I find this interesting because they never show up again in this, at least in this game. I haven't played all the Kirby games yet. I will eventually. And maybe, I do like Dreamland 2 a lot, which is a very fun game, very cute, a lot of animal companions. I believe you can steal abilities in that one as well. Or at least you can at that point. Not so much here. But I think that's a slightly longer game. It's not terribly long, maybe a couple hours or so, but whew, almost hit the spikes. Maybe you'll, if I do that one, it won't be a one-off like this. Ooh, already hurting myself. This is good. This is excellent. We're almost at the end of the level, it's okay. One more little section. Yeah, so I found a one-up before. I didn't really announce that, I just kind of did it. I play this game a lot, so I just kind of go through the motions, not even thinking about it at this point. But there's another one over here. To be honest, I'm already not doing too hot. Oh, there's some health, that's good. So to be honest, there's probably a lot of secrets in this game I just don't know about. I only know one-ups in this stage, and I've never actually found one-ups in any other stage. Oh, great. Any other stage. Wow. Excuse me one second while I I fail miserably at this game. Alright, off to almost to the boss. One more room. Okay. This is just a happy little whale time now. Up into the clouds. So yeah, there's a lot of secrets in this game probably, and I just have not found them, but never really needed them too much. I mean, how many lives could you possibly need in this game? Even now. I mean, as a kid I probably could use a lot more, but ooh, it really holds your hand. If I recall, like, it just starts you at the beginning of the level if you run out of lives. It's not like Mario where you pretty much have to start the whole game over. Oh, so this is Kabula, by the way. She's a blimp. She's probably my favorite boss in Kirby, mostly just because she gets a really cool redesign in... Oh, I want to say it's Superstar. Probably Superstar, because it's about that time. So as a kid, I really liked airplanes that had the shark mounts on them. I just liked sharks in general, I guess you could say. Sharks are really cool. Ooh. I really liked animals growing up, and I wanted to be a veterinarian for the longest time, and, well, that didn't really work out, but having to do with a allergy to cats, but it's okay. But I really liked sharks, and I really wanted to learn more about fishes and animals like that, and aquatic creatures. Anyway, I'm losing track here. So, I really like shark mouths on planes, and she gets a really cool redesign where she pretty much turns into that, which is awesome. Pretty badass face on her blimp. So now we're back in the cloud. Ooh, that was scary. We're back in the clouds. Onto, oh, not the mini boss yet. Almost there. And I'm already getting hurt. This is great. This is X. Ooh. All right, you can do this, Steve. You can do this. I don't. I'm so sorry. It's okay. One life isn't a big deal. I can use the excuse that I'm talking at the same time, right? While I miserably fail at this. It's probably the easiest video game, and I'm already messing up horribly. So that's a good sign of how well I do at video games in general. If you guys haven't watched Rupeethon yet, or any of our marathons, and if you haven't seen Rupeethon before, we're actually a charity gaming marathon that we run every late July, early August. Run for about 4 days straight, and we just play Zelda video games and raise money for charity. We have a lot of challenges and prizes available, so it's kind of late in the season now. We ran Rupeethon 8 this past July, and it was a big success. And it was our first time running Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild just came out in March of this year. So I'm just going to hop right over here. Wasn't really much over in that other corner, so I didn't really worry about it too much. These guys are annoying because you can't inhale them if I... Oop. Well, I can't use them as an example, I'm sorry. Can't really do much about them. What was I saying? Anyway. So, Rupeethon kind of happens every year, and we just play a bunch of Zelda games non-stop between the... I guess we're up to like 7 or 8 of us consistently now, with some special guests showing up. And we don't do great at them. We're not speedrunners, but we try our best. And we've made a lot of friends along the way. A lot of cool people have been watching us. And we've given away a lot of cool stuff over time. We've actually given away stuff like MagFest passes, and well, I'm not trying to make a hard sell here, but I get jealous of the stuff we give away. Oh, and we're... Okay, so that was a mini-boss. That was actually Kracko. Baby Kracko, I guess. I am all over the place today, but it's okay. Just having a fun little time. And now I'm Floaty Kirby. I am dying so badly, so I will just go over here. I didn't really talk about it too much while Kracko was on screen, but he's not that... Dude! There we go. He's not that difficult. He's actually pretty easy to read and bait him into certain movements. And he ends up being the boss of this level too. Alright, so this guy. Let's see if I can do it here. So if I try to inhale him, he gets angry. And then he explodes. And if you try to hit him with another enemy, he'll also explode, which is great. It's exactly what I want. Alright. As a kid, I always thought these little star things were dangerous, but turns out they're not. So I'd always like panic and run. Little gaps in the floor to make it more of a challenge. A normal person would probably be able to clear that with no problem. I panic and start hitting buttons again, which is great. Ooh. No special stuff over here, right? Nope. Alright. Well, off to the boss. That's our last normal boss here. Yay! Here's Kracko again. So, before he just kind of went into the same pattern where he'd swoop down and shoot bullets, and then just kind of drop an enemy. Now he's a full cloud, and Kracko shows up in a lot of Kirby games. He's one of the main bosses. God, I love his design. Just a giant eyeball on a cloud with spikes. It's adorable. And he looks so confused when he gets hit. Like, how could this happen? How could this happen? So he's not really that hard to read. If I get too close, like I go past these pillars when we're changing sides, he'll actually swoop down, and then he'll start using that laser attack, which can be dangerous. But if I'm far enough away, he'll just kind of float over the top. It took me forever to figure that out, unfortunately. Oop. I'm trying to stay over to the side so he doesn't swoop down at me, because he'll come close. And there we go. Kracko defeated. Woo! Not too tough. I've only lost one life, right guys? Right? I love how the Kirby dance is already in game 1. That's been around for this whole time. Alright, Mount DDD. So you guys remember King DDD. The Santa Penguin and main antagonist. He's adorable as well. It's probably my favorite amiibo that I have. That and the Palutena amiibo. And he's just a lot of cuteness in a character for an enemy. And if I recall, so maybe I've mentioned this before. The creator of so this is kind of like Mega Man where I can choose a boss to defeat. First, I gotta beat all 4 before I can beat King DDD. Let's go with our friend over here. Let's go back to Kabula. So they say you gotta defeat the enemies or the bosses again, but you also do a small little stage. Nothing too falling over. Of course, this is like the first time they introduced the ceiling spikes. Probably this like the only other time the game is earlier in the Kracko stage, I believe. Anyway, moving on. So, the creator of Kirby is Masahiro Sakurai. There's a lot of the history about how he made Kirby and why he's a puffball. If you guys want to read up on that, it's really cool. I won't go too into detail about it because I think everybody has probably heard at least some anecdote about it at this point. Or it's not super exciting, but what I find interesting is he's actually the creator also of Smash Bros, or at least the director behind the Smash Bros series. Alright, not too bad. Still a little damaged. On to La 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 and Lo Lo Lo. Oh, this guy. Crap. Already injured. That's good. And I found this out recently, which I never knew this. So he's actually the voice of King DDD in Smash Bros and the newer installments of Kirby, I guess, that have voice acting. So probably N64 on, so Crystal Shards, which I have not played yet, so maybe we can add that to the list of Kirby games I'll play. Because I would love to play more Kirby games with you guys. Maybe, since they're a bit longer, I'll make them a series instead of this one-off. And then we'll have a lot of fun with it. Maybe bring on a guest, talk about Kirby, talk about how cute he is, and it's just a giant puffball. Oh, hey Kirby. Duh. See, it's not super exciting, it's just replaying the same bosses. There's no change to them. Alright. And one more hit. I'm also slowly dying. It's okay. I might not make it through Kracko. Although, this is the easiest stage to get through. Whee! Yeah! Alright, and back to Kracko, which much easier now that you know how to read them. So if you guys haven't been watching much of our channel lately, or at all, so we've been doing Rupeethon for about 8 years now. We started in 2010, and only recently, this past year, we kicked off our new YouTube channel. We had done some highlights on YouTube before, but nothing too crazy. Now we have a bunch of Let's Play videos, we have several games up now, which is awesome. We've been doing Crystal Chronicles, which is a lot of fun with the 4 of us, or 5 of us, between myself, Scott, Chrissy, Connor, and John. It's a bit of a difficult game to coordinate the four of us. We all live in different states now, or around 3 or 4 different states at this point. But overall, whenever we get together, it's a lot of fun. Oh, cool. I beat him in one go. And John has been doing a really awesome Let's Play of Breath of the Wild. So he has never played Breath of the Wild before in all this time. And it's just kind of funny that, you know, we play these games day in and day out when it comes to practicing for Rupeethon. We actually do practice these games a little bit. We'll pick a game or so for ourselves and try to divvy up the work a bit so we know there's always someone on camera that knows how to play the game. We're never kind of wandering aimlessly in a game we've never seen before. We don't have the time, unfortunately, to play all the Zelda games as much as I'd like to. So John's never played Breath of the Wild, and it's just fascinating to me that he's kind of running blind right now as he just goes on an adventure. Somehow he never watched any of us play Breath of the Wild, never played it, never saw footage of it, outside of maybe a couple trailers and a couple gameplay videos. And really just, it's kind of fun to watch him fail. Makes me feel better about myself when I was absolutely atrocious at that game originally. But he tells a lot of fun stories. I don't really have many fun stories about myself. Most of them end in injuries, or just interesting trips about food when I go travel for work. But I do like food. I don't eat much of it anymore because working on some nice fun diet stuff with the family, but overall, just having a lot of fun with weird foods whenever I can eat them. Alright, so we're ready for King Dedede. So I'm just kind of hanging out here because I wanted to finish my statement before I jump right into this. So all I gotta do is jump into his picture. And oh my god, we're in a boxing ring. And he's already, Alright, so not much to King Dedede here. He just, god. Already scaring me. I only have 1 hit left. He's kind of easy to read, at least. If he runs at you with, well, I'm already dead. That's good. That's fine. Nice and fine. So he kind of just runs at you. If he runs at you without a hammer out, just kind of jump over him. If he runs with a hammer, try to bait him into swinging it early. And if he jumps at you, just get out of the way. And then just shoot the stars back at him. Oh, there we go. He'll also jump if you try to jump over him when he has a hammer out. It's adorable when he just kind of trips. Like that. I like how that's an attack. What also scares the crap out of me is that he has no delay between attacks. He'll swing, he'll get hit, and then immediately trip on you if you're too close. So, as a kid, I like to go all the way to the edge and try to dodge, but then I have to wait until he did the jump attack because the hammer never worked. He'd just corner me and kill me. Oh, alright, jumping twice again. Okay. Oh. Alright, giving me a lot of opportunities. That's good. Almost there. Almost there. 3 more hits now. Oh, maybe make that 2. Oh, and he'll also try to inhale you, which is, I guess, fitting. He can do that in Smash Bros, I believe, too. And bait you to the hammer. There we go. 1 more hit after this. Gonna do it. We're gonna save the world. Yeah, we beat King Dedede. We beat Kirby's Dream Land already. Wow. So that took us what? Oh, it took us only about 20 minutes or so. Not a hard game at all. It's just a fun little jaunt. I feel so much better already. You know, I was just having some rough times recently, but this is what I need to sit down and just relax. It's nice. Oh, I forgot about that. Ah, it's a giant puffball. So I think the plot of this game is King Dedede came in with his minions, stole all their power stars, and stole all the food from the people of Popstar. And Kirby returned the food. Food is a big thing in Kirby games. I remember, I think the plot of Squeak Squad was just Kirby had his strawberry shortcake stolen, so he kicked ass and took names and got his shortcake back from literally like a demon god. Good times. Oh, special thanks, Bubby. Thank you, Bubby, and Cypher. And Bo Nakajima. Duh. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. Duh. And thanks to you guys. It was a lot of fun. Man, I feel so much better now. Did you guys enjoy that? Alright. Well, for now, I think we can probably sign off. Maybe join us again next time and we'll play a little bit of Kirby's Dream Land 2. Kirby's Adventure. We'll pick a game out of the collection. I got the Wii version, so... oh, bye-bye. Got 6 games to choose from that I can actually run through my HDMI system now, instead of having to worry about AV cables. Oh, right, about this. So, there is extra game. Kirby games are known for having extra modes where they're much harder. They have new enemies and higher difficulty. A lot of fun there. And if I recall, it took me even longer to beat that as a kid when I finally beat this game. So, I think I'll hold off on that for now. Maybe another time I'll take on the extra mode. But for now, I think we're just gonna kind of sign off here. So, thanks for joining me. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Stella had a lot of fun. Right, Stella? She is unamused, nonplussed. It's about right for her. Alright. Thanks for joining us, guys. Rupeethon is a charity Let's Play and gaming marathon organization. Check us out on Twitch or at rupeethon.org.